me for your January 2019 Astro Tarot session. I am shuffling the Everyday Witch Tarot by Deborah Blake. Super cute, very witchy. I'm into the illustrations. Let's get to our forecast. I'll be shuffling this throughout the whole forecast. Oh, here's what the back looks like. Come on, super witchy. I love it. It's eclipse season, so let's get to it. On the 4th of January, we've got Mercury moving into the sign of Capricorn, where he will meet up with Saturn and Pluto. Saturn actually goes exact with the Sun on the 2nd to start the year. Overall, on a global level, this seems very restrictive and authoritative, and the 10th house of control, masculinity, and all things in the limelight is lit up on a solar level. But for you, for Capricorn, for Leo rising, this 6th house is having you take control of your health, of your daily responsibilities, your diet, your regimen, your work, and your tasks. This feels like very early out of the gate in the year, you are aligning what needs to be handled. There's a lot in your work life that you are responsible for and will continue to be responsible for. This is a big month of opportunity for you, but it's a big year. And on the 4th, Mercury direct is allowing you to write out, to communicate, to know, the mind, Mercury, what you need to handle, what you need to change because Pluto's conjunct, and what you need to learn from because Saturn's conjunct. This is about restructuring what you're committed to health-wise. And you should get a hold of it before the universe gets a hold of it. Because if you take control over the physical self before eclipses come into play and Uranus goes direct, then you'll have a head start on restructuring what needs to be handled. On the 5th, our new moon partial solar eclipse occurs at 15 degrees of Capricorn in this exact sector of health, daily routine, regimen, diet, and work, your commitments, your responsibilities. So set a new tone, or some tone will be set for you. And I feel like it applies to where, what habits you have either committed to or not committed to, and trying to be better and to protect the betterment of your health and well-being. On the 7th, Venus enters Sagittarius, and this is beautiful for love and romance, true love, and lighthearted fun and dating. If Leo is single, this is your month to get out and be exposed to new romance. This is a very fun and energetic placement. Venus in the 5th house of Sag for you it trines your planetary placements that you have with Leo. So in Leo, so there's a loving harmony in your chart. And if you're single, this could bring in a new interest. If you're already in relationship, this heightens it. And you could commit to further developing this relationship, taking it a step forward, maybe even moving in together or an engagement. On the 20th, the Sun enters Aquarius, your polar opposite sign, and that's the 7th house of marriage. So Leo is lining up their life in relationship and in work. You're one of the few signs that has both of these dynamics strongly hit in the month of January, enough to make changes. Your eclipse occurs on the 21st at 0 degrees of Leo. Full moon, total lunar eclipse. This is the last one of several that you've had for 3 years in a row. There's a totality here. Leo is closing the door on outdated concepts and basically the past. To have this at 0 degrees for you is a full awareness of what you've gone through, No one can pull the wool over Leo or Leo rising's eyes at this point. There's clarity and there's a download with an eclipse. Pay attention to the messages that you receive, specifically around the 21st, 22nd. You're ready for a fresh start, and you're paving the way here in wealth, health, and relationship. On the 24th, Mercury moves out of the 6th house and into Aquarius to join the sun in your marriage sector, in your soulmate sector, in your business partnership sector. Leo is making things happen, and you will do so throughout the whole year, but January starts it. July, we're also having eclipses, but it's not in your sign. But I said July, and this might be a 6-month energy, which eclipses generally are. They can trigger in the first month, and then 6 months later, you'll feel the benefit of all of that energy. Let's get to it. I'm excited about seeing what cards come up. If you would like a private reading, I do so all throughout the week. I offer 60 or 90-minute Astro Tarot readings. And I also provide regular tarot readings without the chart for 10, 30, or 60 minutes. All of that info is on my site at audreyalison.com. And if you click the Show More button, the red or the black button below, there are links leading you to my website, my Vimeo on-demand medium messages, and also my tarot course. So thank you for choosing me for your readings. Here is your first card, Leo, for the month of January. Wow. Knight of Wands. Here's a little fire sign. Look at that dragon. A little fire sign energy for you. Relocation, getting on the move. Movement, taking action. Forward progression. Never looking back. He's not looking back. Look at that cat. That cat's holding on for dear life. He's headed up that mountain, and his feet aren't touching the ground. So what I'm getting in looking at this is move forward swiftly, and I wouldn't settle for less, and don't say you can't do something. Just keep moving forward. Travel is your friend, and progression, not going backward. Love. This is my favorite card in all of the tarot, but in particular in this deck, the High Priestess. Divination, but trusting your instincts, knowledge within, claircognizance, clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience. Trust the intuitive process and trust the eclipse patterns. They're there to open up the subconscious mind. They are a portal between the sun and the moon. So allow the download. Allow the whole month to receive the download. Some of you might feel the need to retreat to private practice, similar to the High Priestess, and hone in on your abilities, and to do so without a lot of excess energy. Let's see what else is here. Four of Swords. Yeah, she's definitely honing in on private, quiet abilities. The Four of Swords is recuperative rest, knowledge, download, insight, retreat, respite. I'm getting that you don't have to say yes to every invitation. I know Leo always wants to, but hang up your hat and take a rest. Maybe around the new moon energy, that new moon on the 5th, the eclipse might require physical rest. That 6th house, some of you might experience a little bit of physical situations that need to be tended to. You know, you're run down. You need to take care of the body and tend to the self physically. Oh my gosh, look, the moon. You've got 2 major arcana cards that suggest psychic ability and intuition. Look at that. The cat sees the reflection of himself, but as a panther. So this little cat, he reminds me of my baby monkey. He sees himself as much bigger than he is. And the moon can be delusional. The moon can be like, is this real? Don't allow yourself to go over the deep end with delusion or tell yourself something's better than it is or bigger than it seems. Be real with yourself. Oh, and when you look in the mirror, see your reflection, not one that's bigger. Some of you are dealing with health issues, anorexia and bulimia. I just got a little bit sad and overwhelmed because some of you are dealing with disease and you need to restructure your life physically and medically, and using both Western and Eastern approaches, balance your health this year and stay in the reality of the current present moment, the now. Nothing is real outside of this present moment. It's not really happening anymore. So whatever means that you practice to stay present or grounded, therapies, meditation, yoga, your own metaphysical practice or ritual, whatever it is, stay on top of it in January. Commit to it. 6th house. Be responsible for it. I think that this is a powerful month, and what you choose this month is setting your course for several long years ahead of you, decades. This is a powerful energy for Leo because it's your final eclipse, and you're committing to a new life path after the 20th of, around the 21st of January. I hope this was helpful. Should you require private practice or counseling, I'm at audreyalison.com. Remember, the sky is limitless. Happy New Year, and reach for the stars.